Grandest Rising Facebook, Shabbat Shalom, for those of you honoring the Shabbat today. Blessings, blessings. It's actually quite close to evening time where I am, so I hope that you've had a lovely Shabbat as it is coming to a close. I'm Jedi, Empress Jedi, the Rabble-Rouser, High Priestess of Ma'at. This is a Black Enlightenment production. Here at Black Enlightenment, we're broadcasting consciousness, Most High be glorified, magnified, and praised. Go ahead and get your protection prayer going. You want to pray for protection against extortion or deception, any kind of weird messages that don't belong to you. You want to protect yourself against any kind of spirits, any kind of timelines, any kind of energetic exchange. You always want to do that, guys. I don't care if it's you're around a reader or so-called prophet or a preacher or a teacher or whatever. Always pray that your spirit guides will protect you from anything that's just not yours. You know, everything ain't for everybody. Just because you get a warning that something's not for you and to stay away from it doesn't mean the next person isn't being called to explore it, right? So we have to trust that each of us is responding to our spirit team and to what we came here to do. And so let us all find our way to our highest timelines together, right? Word. So, going to do Indinka reading here. First card out. Something that critical to the reading, but doesn't necessarily want to be seen or heard or talked about. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Near death. Sickness. Lack of carnality, lack of spirituality, lack of being able to receive spiritually, like spiritually blocked, chakras blocked, something like that. Sweet Gilgala, spirit of truth, prophecy, love, wisdom, justice, all of you, most high vibrational beings, please accompany us and guide the reading. Cast out any and all low vibrational energies that would hinder the progress of the righteous. Hallelujah. What more? Who's really sick or spiritually dead? 3 coming out together. Okay, somebody didn't plan for. Either somebody did plan to block the treasure, or somebody didn't plan for treasure to be blocked. They're sick. They're sick because they did plan. They did plan. So either their plans got blocked to get to a treasure, or someone planned to block a treasure, and this has somebody sick, or has someone else blocked. So it's like if you try to it's backfire, right? Like if you try to block someone else and then they get free, but then you end up stuck where they were stuck, where you got them stuck. It's that kind of energy. But this was a plan. This was something planned regarding treasure. Some plan regarding treasure was either stopped. A plan regarding treasure was stopped, and a plan to stop treasure was also stopped. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 layers of it. It's 2 layers of the same thing playing out. And sickness and spiritual deadness or spiritual blindness or something are playing a big part in the blocking of this treasure, this plan to block this treasure. Tell us more. Spirit of truth, wisdom, love, justice, joy, holiness, righteousness, dishonorable. It was a dishonorable plan. It was a shady plan in the first place. It was dishonorable from the onset. It's not one of those things, sometimes you get caught up in something and it's like it really started out as a good idea or something like that, and then it just kind of, you start making little concessions little by little, and it turns out like your good intention turns out to be some diabolical plan like you intended to just help somebody, but it ended up like being a huge, fiasco where you were just little by little gaining more and more control over their life. You look up, you're like, what's going on here, right? You look up, or they look up, somebody looks up and is like, what happened here? And it's like, well, we only wanted to help, like, that was our intention, but something went awry. No, this isn't like that. This somebody intended to block a blessing, and so now they are sick because it was dishonorable from the get-go. Tell us more. Oh boy, and all these cards falling out here in the center is not insignificant, guys. This is all a real struggle that somebody's going through. Like, it's everything that their life is right now. This isn't like something happening inside someone's crazy life. No, this is their whole life, is whatever treasure they're being blocked from receiving, because they blocked someone from receiving it. And the sickness that has them blocked is the thing. So, shit. It's about a house. It's about a house. Somebody blocked the house. Somebody's stuck in a house. Beautiful lady down here in hopes and dreams. This blocked a beautiful lady from getting a house. Dishonorable, blocking a beautiful lady from getting a house and security and friends. And so their asses are sick. Tell us more. Tell us more, Spirit of Truth, Love, Wisdom, and Prophecy. Why do we need to know this? What else do we need to know? Tell us what else we need to know. Sweet Spirits of Truth, Prophecy, Love, Wisdom. Almost off the board there. Well, off the board technically, but something else that doesn't want to be seen or talked about. They can't perform miracles. Somebody can't perform miracles. Somebody's not getting a miracle. They can't perform miracles. Well, I guess not. If they're being dishonorable, maybe they could for a while, right? Maybe they were able to pull off the impossible for a while, but they can't do that no more. Somebody can't do that no more. Somebody can't do the impossible anymore. Talk to us. Tell us more. What else is going on here? Who can't perform any miracles? What's going on? Back in the center of this thing. I mean, these cards are falling on top of each other in the center of this thing. Somebody's entire world has been frozen in this moment of this backlash. This is a backlash from hell, okay? Someone's dishonorable approach to a good marriage. They can't perform miracles. They can't perform miracles. Oh, they can't perform. All right, so this could be read a couple different ways. This is like they had a good marriage. They betrayed this good marriage to try to block a treasure, right? Or they used a good marriage to try to block a treasure, which then made it a dishonorable marriage. But it's connected to why somebody can't perform miracles. It's why somebody can't perform miracles. Because they're sick and spiritually stagnant. They dishonored a good marriage. So maybe somebody cheated on somebody or something weird. Something weird happened with... What happened? With this stability, blocking the stability of this beautiful lady, blocking this house. Did somebody divorce somebody and try to take more than they were entitled to, and or try to stop somebody, like, oh, I need the house, but that person doesn't actually need the house, or I don't know. Somehow dishonoring a good marriage, a good partnership, a good friendship, some kind of good marriage, dishonoring it has everything to do with all of this this plan to block this treasure that has backfired and gotten somebody sick. Now, you could see in here, you could see witchcraft at play, because you've got I mean, I know sometimes people get tired of the readings, like, is everything all about witchcraft? You'd be surprised how much of life is about witchcraft, because witchcraft is any kind of deception, right? Or distortions of truth. So if you think of how many distortions of truth play out in the average person's day, it's mind-boggling, Anyway, so when you've got spiritual death here, or sickness, and you've got a plan that was stopped, how I said this looks like a backfire, right? Especially when you look at they can't perform miracles, because maybe it was magic that they were trying to do. Maybe they were using, sacred energy, some kind of weird lust magic or something. So they might have done that to someone who it didn't work, so it backfired. But whatever it was definitely designed to block some treasure, block somebody to reroute some treasure some kind of way, right, away from this beautiful lady. And they fear this beautiful lady because they can't do miracles anymore. They can't do miracles anymore. Tell us what else. What else do we need to know? What else is going on? Inequality. Yeah, we know. Yeah, what they were doing was unfair. It was remember, this was a bad plan from the beginning, right? This was a bad plan from the beginning. It was a wicked plan from the beginning. It was dishonorable. Talk to us. Tell us more. What do we need to know? Talk to us. Tell us more. Okay, a lot of players. Boy, we got stuff all running off the board. Okay, so what we got? Something that's not necessarily being seen to talk about. Has something to do with his house again. Can't perform miracles in a house. They are fixated on this house. It's here. It's here. This treasure, this honorable way of blocking treasure. This is about a freaking house. This is somebody's real estate that somebody's trying to. You got these two women again showing up at battle. These two women. There's like some rivalry going on here between these two feminine energies, dude. There's like some kind of weird rivalry, some kind of weird competition going on about a house and about stability, about marriage. So like, it's like, and falling way off the board that flew over there is eloquence, right? But like, this is like, you have two, sisters or cousins or friends or something, and maybe when they were younger, one was wilder and more adventurous or something, right? And one was more like laid back and reserved and whatever. And like, a lot of times, like, those, like, quiet types, they live vicariously through the shenanigans of their wilder friends, right? And so they always present, like, that they're the homebody, that their friend's the wild one. And that's, like, okay, whatever. But then, like, in your 30s, the one who's known as the sweet one has been, like, sabotaging when genuine dudes would like the wild one, because again, she's not girlfriend material, she's not wife material, and so really orchestrating the self-fulfilling prophecy of her not being girlfriend material by always blocking anytime anybody wanted to make her a girlfriend, because they don't yet have a husband, or maybe they do, but they want to be the one in the group known for that, right? So if you and them both have a husband and a happy marriage, then they kind of lose their identity, because they wrap their identity around being a homebody as compared to you, who they were like basically saying is for the streets. So if you're both homebodies, then they don't know what makes them distinct or unique in comparison to you, right? So, yeah. This is that kind of energy, but this has to do with, it's not just, like in that case, just the relationship itself that is all wrapped up in it. No, this is about actual stability. Like someone is saying, like somebody is, and this is between two feminine energies, So this one feminine energy is saying that this other feminine energy isn't worth a house. Like, she doesn't even deserve the stability that a stable house offers. She's basically saying that this person doesn't deserve that. And they've been able to, you guys, look, this could be playing out like in a rental office where somebody calls a rental office and it's like, you know, you're going to get an application from a Judy James later, you know. I'm her auntie, and I just want you to know she tore up the last few places she lived in, and I always end up with the phone calls, so just do us both a favor and don't rent to her. She needs to learn her lesson. And you're like, you know, you keep showing up, and you don't understand why you can't rent a place. Like, this person literally, like, compares themselves to you in a weird way, or maybe you're the one that compares yourself to someone else in this weird way, where their stability, any level of their stability, is a threat to your identity, or to this person's identity, or any level of your stability is a threat to their identity, whichever side of the equation you stand on, right? So they created this whole scenario, this dishonorable scenario, to undermine, in particular, it looks like some relationship that would have brought you treasure and stability, like a home and treasure and all of that, right? So, this eloquence in coming out, where it's come out here, this person is not getting the message, the advice that they need to shut up. Somebody needs to stop talking. Somebody needs to stop talking. Perhaps this twisted feminine needs to stop talking. Somebody needs to stop talking. Tell us more. Who needs to stop talking? Tell us more. Who needs to stop talking? Coming out, not necessarily wanting to be seen or talked to. Another woman. Another woman needs to stop talking, and this is another distorted woman. All right, so here we go. Catty group of chicks, witches. Okay, we got a witches coming here. We got two distorted feminines, both in this wicked plan to destabilize some beautiful lady. To block her treasure, to block her stability, to block her getting a marriage, to block anything. They don't want her to have love, they don't want her to have money, and they don't want her to have a home, even. They really don't want her to have this home. So, somebody either needs to shut up, or there's something going on with somebody saying the wrong thing at the wrong time between these women. Inequality got us here. Tell us more. What's going on here? Tell us more. What's going on with this words? Tell us more about these words. What's going on with these words? Wow. Okay, somebody, you can see this one. Somebody is finally being strong. So somebody wishes somebody would show up, that would shut up. But somebody's finally being strong and saying what needs to be said, or saying what they need to say. There's a verbal confrontation that's it took somebody to be strong to finally have, right? So that's between these feminines who are coming after this beautiful lady here. And what got us here is, shit, people don't want to go to jail. People want to get out of jail. Okay. So somebody, maybe this other feminine, this one's older than this one, okay? The one who I feel is more active in the plan, the one who's actually really has the competition with the beautiful lady, is more active, and it's more her plan. This older lady it has the same similar energy, but it's not as personal for her as it is for this other one. Or maybe it's as personal, but something's different about her because she pulled on a certain kind of a strength of mind, body, and soul that is what made her start talking. So she's not ready to ride it till the wheels fall off kind of thing, you know. She's not like taking nothing to her grave. She wants to get out of jail free card. So she's been running her mouth, being strong and saying, I just gotta bite the bullet and tell everything. Because she wants to be free. She doesn't want to be bound. This might be a plea deal. It might be the older woman's being offered a plea deal to sell out this younger woman and saying like she was the reason that this whole plan unfolded over a man, right? She's saying, look, you know, we were just doing this with her, but it was her problem because she wanted a man, and this was just, you know, all part of that. Tell us more. Ooh. Yeah. This is work. This is work. Speaking up, this communication has to do with like work. Tell what they did. They're telling what they did. She's telling what they did. The older one's gonna snitch on the younger one, I think, though. In this witch's coven, they're falling apart. Tell us more. Tell us more. What else is going on? All right, something else kind of in the secrets here, not being talked about way down deep inside is how complicated this is. How complicated it is. Yeah, well, I bet it is. What else is new? Tell us more about that. Tell us more about that. What's complicated? Tell us more. What else do we need to know? Spirit of truth, love, wisdom, prophecy. The truth. The truth is really complicated. The truth about this house is really complicated. What? It's messy. It's messy. It's a lot. This sick person is really nervous about what this mother is going to say, what this older woman's going to say. They're really nervous. Are they going to really tell the whole truth? Are they going to really tell the whole truth? Are they going to tell everything about, I hear all the houses? What? Are they going to tell everything about all the houses? Shit, so they got like, alright, so they're caught up in some shit, some real estate scammy shit, okay? They're caught, and they're hoping that this lady that's caught involved in one of these scams only tells about the one scam. They're hoping that she doesn't tell that this is what they do all the time, and that there's like, if they look through the county logs, they'll find like, 210 different properties that they've pulled the same scam. They're hoping that she doesn't. Oh, she's singing, baby. What? She's singing. Yes, she's gonna tell she's gonna tell everything. She's finna tell everything. She's finna tell everything, because maybe this has to do with her job. There's something about this discussion, her opening up her mouth has to do with work. It has to do with work. Funny stuff she did at work that she's bound to. And she says, shit, I'd rather tell. So this is like if it's the file clerk, that just stamps received on all the documents when you fraudulently move properties into your name or whatever, and somebody that stamps received. And now she's looking at it, and they're telling her that, like, well, you're guilty technically of all 200 of these crimes because you're the one that stamped receive. So what's going on? And now she's like, jive that, like, that ain't my mess. I just was, making a Christmas bonus or something. But she's finna tell. She's telling everything. They're going to be arguing and cussing it up. These two, this younger and older woman, are going to go at it. I guarantee it's going to be some words exchanged. It's going to be some words exchanged, baby. Tell us more. Yeah, they about to have it out. Tell us more, Spirit of Truth, Love, Wisdom, and Prophecy. What else do we need to know? Tell us more. Tell us more. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because this enemy, somebody's cursed. Because of the level to which they went and what they went after, specifically what they went after, the security, right? That's when they brought down the curse. That's when they brought down the curse. Because it wasn't just that they didn't want somebody to get a treasure. They didn't want somebody to have basic stability. That's the problem here. That's when, like, they went too far, right? Whatever somebody did, and it's not even the stability of the house that's the issue. It's the stability of the network. That's the part that they did. That's the part that sank them, that cursed them, right? Was because they made sure to destabilize this beautiful one's ability to stabilize. Like, they didn't just destabilize them, but then they removed their ability to recalibrate somehow, right? They wanted to see them suffer. Like, they wanted to see them suffer with nothing good. Like, what's wrong with people that feel like this, right? Because you've got the blessing and you've got the good life both completely distorted. So that's a curse, and that's everything, you know. Like, the good life in this thing is about, like, the simplest version of the sweetest possible life, right? Like, that sweetness, that simple sweetness of going out into your yard and, you know, plucking the fruit from the tree and eating it sun-ripened and fresh, right? Like, this is like making sure to cut your tree so that the one branch that goes over the fence where the homeless guy can grab an apple, you cut the tree, you make sure to prune the tree so that, like, no one could possibly reach an apple from your tree from the other side of the fence. That's like that kind of spirit, right? Like, they don't want you to have shit. They don't even want you to have, like, the simplest blessing. They don't even want people to smile at you and hold the door for you going to the grocery store type thing. That's the length to which somebody was going, and that is what the curse was. Because this, however this was playing out, had to do with a network, undermining a network. So that's the destabilizing, right? Wow. And this, and so, is that a third energy? And so, one person is sick, a next person is losing their home and credibility in their network of people. They're losing stability in the group of people. One person is sick, though. Real fucking sick. Is there more? Is there, okay. Damn. Yeah, fortress, jail. They know they're going to jail. At this point, people know they're going to jail, and they're just trying to figure out who said what to who, how to get their story straight so they could spend the least time in jail, but they know they're going to jail. People know they're going to jail. This started with handcuffs, okay? So people have probably been, you know, brought in for questioning. People have probably been, some people have probably already been arrested. Some people may be out on bail. Some people may be not able to make bail. But we're looking at the fallout after the Popo's involvement, and the knowing that this is over, like this is criminal, and it ends in jail. The questions that they're working out is how much jail time for who. That's what's going on. And there's ain't no miracle coming. Ain't no help coming. It's complicated. Yeah, I bet it is complicated about this house. Something. They did some shit. They did some shit. And the truth is, you can't get around that thing. It doesn't matter how complicated it is. All those complexities just mean more people that's going to jail. That's all that means. Tell us more, Spirit of Truth, Love, Wisdom, Justice, and Prophecy. Sweet Gilgala, Master Astronomer. Talk to us. The good life. The good life. Okay, so that's what this is in the position of what do people see, right? What's it looking like from the outside for the community? And it's a good life, and it's amplified, right? So people were flossing, people were flexing. Hold on, I'm going to put you on hold 1 second. All right. So with that good life coming out in that outside looking in position, the difference between that good life and this good life here is a little more luxurious of a vibe to it. This is a simpler approach to the good life, and this is a more luxurious approach to the good life, right? Both of them represent good life, though. So here we have this person, this enemy, who I think is even a third person. I think we've got the younger, really jealous woman. We've got the older woman who I think works somewhere in all of this, did work in all of this. And I think we have yet a next enemy. They made a next enemy. What? They made a next enemy. Somebody in the network of friends. Somebody in the network of friends became an enemy. Became an enemy because it didn't lead to the good life. Oh, okay. So this looked like a road to the fabulous life. But what has happened is within the network, people are losing so much that they're becoming enemies to each other because they feel like, I was fine before you got me caught up in this bullshit. Now people talking about jail. Now I got cops on my door. Now the truth is out. We don't know. We told so many lies, we don't even know what the hell the truth is. Right? People's stories don't line up because people told different lies to recruit different people to do different shit. So now it's just a mess. Wow. And this is all happening down in the regions of the subconscious and in the private setting and all of that. All that's happening there. The only things that seem to be happening in the outer world are these police and everybody watching, right? The good life. Everybody looking like, I thought they was living good. We thought they was flossing. And they want to keep that up. They don't want that image of them to be broken. Right? Because they probably talked so much shit on the beautiful lady about how she wasn't this and wasn't that because she didn't have this and didn't have that. And here half the stuff they did have, they probably stole from her and people like her. So now that they're about to give everything up, because they're going to jail, the jig is up, They're worried. They're more worried about what are people going to say. Are people going to say they fell off than they are worried about actually going to prison. They're more worried about what people are going to say about them than they are about their actual future. Wow. Is there more from this deck? One tried to come out, but it didn't really want to. Okay. What do they need to be doing? They need help. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they need help. They need help. They need help. They're not getting it, though. Like, there's no help. They might get help, but nobody can help them. Nobody can help them. They already did everything there is to do. This is you called in all the help you was going to call in. Spirit of truth and prophecy, love and wisdom. Wow. Okay, see 2 cards out already. I was just wanting to warm the cards up, but these are hot and ready. All right. So, ooh. All right. These are my transparent cards here. So we see here we've got somebody, inequality. It falls right on top of inequality, mirroring inequality. Somebody can't be like somebody. It's not the same. It's like, it's not. It doesn't even look the same. They're not the same. They're not equal. You can't pretend to be them, you know. It's like, no. Okay, somebody's like, and if we're talking about magic, because there's a little of that in here, pardon me, especially if we look at these crooked words, this work, and this mind, body, and soul, that's a lot. That could be word magic in there. Inequality with this mirror magic stuff, right? Because this is equality. This is like the twin. This is your mirror image, right? And so it comes out distorted on top of inequality. So somebody was identity theft and got caught or some shit like that. Somebody got caught trying to pretend to be who they weren't. Somebody got caught, but it was like inconsistent, right? It was like, well, that's odd. I thought that, you know, Susie never got her ears pierced. I see you're wearing earrings, but, you know, Susie never got her ears pierced. That was something that, you know, like something weird like that. Like, yeah, that type of stuff is going on. And we've got the family. We've got the family. And that's down in here. No miracles for the family. Shit. So it's a whole family of y'all, huh? It's a whole family of y'all out here fucking around. And we've got the arts. And we got seeing a brighter day. Right? And they came out. Like so. On top of one another. Down here with this older lady. So, this older lady. With the arts, seeing another day. Tell us about this older lady. What's this arts and brand new day, silver lining? Sun will come out tomorrow. What's going on? Rainbow Coalition, arts. Tell us more. Tell us more about this old lady, this old artist. What's going on with her in this rainbow? Tell us about this old artist. It's a mask. It's a mask. She's not really sad. She's not really sad. She's pretending to be sad. She's pretending to be sad because her art. What? She's pretending to be sad because she's creative. Oh, she's pretending to be sad to create a new beginning for herself. So she's, oh, right. So she's going to present this like she's so heartbroken she can't believe what she's gotten caught up in. That's what the older lady's angle is, right? She can't believe she got caught up in this. This is how she's going to create a new scenario for herself apart from whatever they're looking at. Probably talking about in terms of this, right? In terms of this prison. So she's going to Yeah, she's going to create a next mask. Sad, sorry her. She can't believe it. All of that. Oh, okay. Things are falling apart faster than people can put them back together. I promise you that. Over here we've got, that's too many. All right, we'll read it. We'll read it, Spirit. All right, so the family's being exposed. Okay, this family that's not getting miracles, they're being exposed. They're locked in. They're locked in. They've exploded. They can't get out. Everybody's locked in. Everybody's exposed. Everybody's locked in. Nobody's getting out of this. Nobody's getting out. And they thought it was a party. They thought it was a party. They're pretending everything's cool, but everything's definitely not cool. They're not okay. 12th house. Well, this is their dark night of the soul. This is their invitation. Welcome to the dark night of the soul. Welcome to the dark night of the soul, where you will question everything, including your own validity of your own existence. Who are you really? Shit. Yeah, that's what they got going on, y'all. We've got no miracles for this family. We've got exposure. They're locked in, bruh. They're locked in. This cake thing, right? It's like the participating, everybody got a piece of the cake. Everybody that got a piece of the cake is locked in. Everybody that got a piece of the cake is exposed. And they're somewhere pretending that they're not feeling that shit. But this is explosive. This is a volcano. This is yeah. Like, this is like and by the way, 12 can also represent institutions, which the prison system is an institution, right? But that 12th house is like your dreams, your final aspirations, your your spirituality, right? Welcome to the dark night of the soul, man. Solitude, that fortress. People going to fuck the prison. And they need help, and they ain't gonna get it. This help is way over there, very removed from the situation, right? And this is helper. This is not. So they need help, but they're not going to get it. Wow, who are these people? Is there more? Is that all? They're coming apart, guys. They're coming apart in the background. Is there more? Is there more? Oh, you can't unbreak an egg. You can't unbreak an egg, baby. That's the truth. They fucked up. They fucked up. They can't fix this. That's a broken egg. You cannot unbreak an egg. It falls out on this truth. Like, they can't undo this. This can't be fixed. The truth is out. And they've already done what they've already done. And somebody is pissed off right now. Ooh, yeah, somebody's mad. They're pissed off. They're mad right now. Not to laugh at them, but they are pissed. They're pissed that this shit didn't go like how they thought it was going to go. They thought they were getting this fucking treasure. They thought they were blocking somebody from getting a level up. They were going to block somebody. That shit didn't work. So we've got one that's losing credibility in their group and downgrading lifestyle. We got one that's sick. We got one that's snitching. We got one that's pissed off, and one still trying to front like they're the good guy or some shit. I don't understand what's going on over there with that inequality. I don't know what that is about. Racism or some kind of ism somebody's working with over there. I don't know. Tell us more. Spirit of truth, love, wisdom, and justice. Oh, okay, enough. There's cops are everywhere. Here go the cops again. Here go the cops again. Cops are everywhere. Fuck. Yeah, this came out a minute ago. No love. No love. Loyalty. But they're like, ain't no honor among thieves. Yeah, this one here, this old lady that's snitching, that's going to tell, that's trying to see, she's still trying to swing the narrative though. She's snitching, but she still ain't trying to tell the whole truth. But they already, the cops already know the truth. The cops is out here. The cops is out here. The cops done been knew the truth, okay? And yeah, see, this is, somebody thought it was a game. Somebody thought it was a game, right? It's not a game no more. This is not a game. Shit is not funny. No more. It was all fun when we were slicing up cake to share, right? Everybody was getting a piece of the cake. That was good times, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody was having a wonderful time at the expense of other people's, you know, entitled, like, blessings and shit. Everybody was having a good time, right? And being strategic, and life is chess, not checkers, and slaps on the back, and over my dead bodies, and right? Yeah, that's what it was. Now y'all fucked up in the game, okay? Now you're losing your mind. Now you can't even communicate what you're going through because you're so confused because you don't know which version of which lie the police know. And the fact is, they know the truth. It's not a matter of which version of which lie they know and whether your comrades are going to be loyal or not. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Because the police know the actual truth. They know who did what. They know who got paid what. They know how the money moved. They know how the power structure moved. They know it all. All the complexities of it. They know it all. And they know that this was triggered by some fucking house. Y'all are disgusting out here. What else? Yeah, see? You dirty motherfuckers. Yeah, see, somebody was dreaming. This is somebody's dream, was this poorhouse. For this, look, this woman and daughters. This woman and daughters. This was somebody's dream. Can y'all see that? I need to get white for behind there. Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't think I got no empty pages on my notebook. Just give me a second. So when I show y'all this stuff, I want y'all to see what these people were dreaming of. This was a fucking dream. This was like, okay, there we go. Look what we got here. They were dreaming for this poorhouse, for this women and children here. That's what the fuck they were dreaming. That comes out on the truth, this egg you can't unbreak. That's the egg that you can't unbreak. That's what's disturbing, is that the whole plan to destabilize, right? And then look. We already went through those, but see, this is what they were dreaming. This is what this one here. This younger woman, whoever she is, this is her dream, to see this woman and these children in a shack, in a cardboard, living in a cardboard fucking box, if she could have arranged it. Why? What's wrong with this sicko? What's wrong with her? That's what she wanted, y'all. That was her goal. That was her story, and she's sticking to it. Okay? This one who, with the distorted sense of, because this is Virgo, right? So Virgo is, let me see it. Right, Virgo this way. But she comes this way, right? So the qualities of Virgo are like balance and fairness, right? And like organization, like pragmatic, right? Like the Virgo is reasonable. The Virgo is not hasty, right? She's balanced, or he, they're balanced, pretty balanced, you know. They're like not a mess, right? So this person who wanted this for this person, they wanted the opposite of that. They wanted this woman. They wanted this woman and this children. These are both females. Now we do have cards that have a woman and a boy. We have a card that has a boy and a boy and a boy, you know, and a dad and a son. But this is a mother and daughters. It's a mother and daughters. So they wanted this mother and daughters. They wanted this mother and daughters to be living in a shack with no kind of organization, no kind of structure. Just out in the fucking streets, man. That's what somebody wanted. That's what they worked their asses off to get. And now they're going crazy. Now they're actually going crazy. This sickness is, they're going crazy because they can't figure out why the shit didn't work. And they're pissed, back again, pissed. Pissed off. Pissed off because they couldn't stop something. Something's still rolling. Something's still on its fucking way. Something's still rolling, y'all. They couldn't do it. And the part that's mind-boggling is what's upsetting them in this equation. They're not upset that the feds or the police or whatever are onto them, that they're going to jail, okay? They're not upset that probably people are going to jail or have ruined their lives for being part of this, that really didn't, you know, like, we're just doing a little favor, or we're just, you know, really didn't have a dog in the fight, so to speak, right? That their lives are also ruined for participating. They don't give a shit about that, okay? They don't care about how many lives are ruined. They don't care about their own lives ruined. They don't care about their comrades, one who's losing their fucking mind, one who is has crossed everyone within the friend group and now is just losing everything, complete credibility. This older one who's losing her legacy at her job, right? They don't care that people are going to prison. No, you know what they care about? They care about the fact that people are going to see them as having fallen off. And they care about the fact that they weren't able to stop whatever this is moving towards this woman, it's females, this little female group, the beautiful ones. They're pissed because they couldn't stop it. So like if they could go to prison, but if all this fallout had happened, people going crazy, people becoming sick, people going to prison, all this shit, if all of that had happened, but if they had been able to still keep this woman and children in this poverty place, they'd be fine. They wouldn't give a fuck. But the fact that they've done all of this and they couldn't stop this chariot from moving has them pissed off because they feel like they did it all for nothing. Wow. Because they think they did it all for nothing. And they couldn't, look at this is interesting too, right? There's some love relationship with an 8th house issue, right? So that's like they're either having issues in the bedroom, right? Or the bedroom was used. Because remember, we had that over in here too, right? We had this marriage. We had this weird intention in this good marriage. We had this dishonorable thing happen within this good marriage. And here again, we've got this good marriage, and we've got something weird in the 8th house, right? And 8th house is like shared resources, right? So like energy is a resource, money is a resource, time is a resource, right? So inequality. This should be like this for a good marriage, right? You see this love with the man and the woman. 8th house should be like this. That means that's great. But somewhere in this relationship, there was something distorted going on with how resources were moving through the relationship. And again, that could be energy, that could be... And that's what this one has done, this enemy here, the young one, the one that's jealous. That's upsets it with her. This weirdness with this marriage. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. Okay, shit's falling down, guys. Shit's falling down. We told y'all. Y'all can't say we didn't tell y'all. We told y'all we were on the do not touch. Touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. We told y'all we was on them list. Y'all wanted to play with people. Y'all wanted to play with people that especially went after single women who were raising kids in the last 10 years. They went after the single women who had come out as starseeds, whose children were still coming out beautiful. Even, you know, with all the attacks on their health and all the attacks on their stability and all the attacks. But, like, you're coming into it and you're looking at this generation that's come up, and, like, they're some of the most beautiful, bright, non-conventional children, right, that have survived all this chaos and are coming into early adulthood and stuff. And it's like, these people hate that because that shows success. Because even if you do live in a little shack, your kids are good, your kids are somewhere, you know, living their best life, you know you've succeeded. You care nothing about that shack. You're comfortable, you're good, you good. And that's what they hate. Spirit of truth, love, wisdom, and prophecy, tell us more if there's more to tell. Is there more to tell? Tell us more if there's more to tell. Tell us more if there's more to tell. There's no more to tell. That's all there is to it, folks. These people are going fucking insane. They're losing their minds. And look who comes up at the end. Completion. There's still a little paperwork floating around out there, but this thing is done. Somebody done signed off on this. These people are going to jail. And probably what brought this thing to close the way that it's now at it. It's like there's a chapter that it's closed up here. The police done locked that thing in. What they locked in, where's the key? Where did we see the key? The key was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, oh no, it wasn't the key, it was a lock. What they locked in probably was with this older woman's testimony. Probably whatever plea deal they struck with this older woman is what locked all this shit down. Why there's no more wiggle room for them. They're not, and nowhere to go. There's no more moves. There's nothing. Okay? There's nothing. There's nothing to talk about. I told y'all some months ago, only the first snitch gets the good deal, okay? Once the first snitch snitches, the rest of y'all, no, that ain't what happened, this is what happened. Y'all can start snitching on each other to talk, you know, just to talk the talk and everything. But the first snitch is the one that gets the good deal, okay? The first snitch is the one that gets the best deal. So that older lady, she says she's too old to be sitting in prison with y'all for decades and shit like that. She ain't got time for that. She old. Okay? So she's the first snitch. She gets the best deal. The rest of y'all are fucked. Coming after women and children how y'all did. Y'all are fucked. In them groups, them hateful groups y'all think are so cool. And then clinking glasses and saying curses over fancy drinks and planning people's funerals in advance and laughing, talking about what you going to talk about at the funeral and shit. Y'all think we don't see and hear that shit in the ethers? Phew. That's a reading, y'all. I hope that helps somebody somewhere. If you are the people who are dealing with this volcano that has erupted in your life, I have one piece of advice for you. Repent. 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 Stop doing things in that wicked mindset that you exist in. Stop that, okay? Because you're heading into where it hurts now. That's where you're going. You're going to where it hurts. It hurts now for you. So you know you asked for it. Everything that you wanted for someone else is being delivered to your door in your own handcrafted packaging. And if you're one of these groups who's been targeted, one of these people that's been targeted, this beautiful lady, these women and children that have been targeted, just hang in there. The police are handling this shit. They're handling this. Word. Shalom.